Hello YouTube, EDC Paul here, and today we're gonna do the full review of the Oz Machine Roosevelt, the Rosie, the golden standard for EDC knives for a few years now. I think this is a great knife for a lot of people. Stay tuned, guys, because we're gonna have a blast today. This is gonna be interesting. I do have some hot takes on the Rosie. I carried it for a bit, and yeah. Alrighty, so please do check the links in the description, my Patreon and the affiliate links. I do earn a bit of commission from those, but it helps the channel. So only if you want to, if you feel like it, please do check them out. Alrighty, let's dig right into it. So, we've got the Oz Machine Roosevelt. This is made in the USA. It is, as I said, a golden standard for EDC knives, especially nowadays. I wouldn't say it's the best EDC knife out there, but it is very, very nice. So, the model is the Roosevelt, as I said, popularly known as the Rosie. What else should I say about this brand? They've increased the prices quite a bit in the past few years, but their products are really cool. They do have, so this is the regular version. They do have a large version, and they do have a fixed blade. I think they just released a fixed blade. I'm really curious on how the XL Rosie feels like. These are very hard to find in Europe. I think I paid like €1,000 for this, so $1,100. That's a bit steep, I would say, for the knife, but we'll get to that in just a bit. Alrighty, so let's do the size and weight. So this is not a big knife, by the way, guys. It is definitely not a big knife. So we've got almost 18 centimeters total length. Then we've got, let's see, let's take it from the tip, 8 centimeters in blade. And what about the cutting edge? Should be 7.5. Righty. That feels pretty good. I mean, it's not a big knife, as you guys saw. It's an 18 centimeter knife. But guys, check this out. We're gonna get to this too, but like, check this out. I have a full 4-finger grip, and I've got some handle left, just because they've made this tool so good. Alrighty. Let's do the weight in. So we'll close the knife. So we're gonna start with grams. 84 grams. Let's 84.7. Let's say 85. So 85 grams, that's great for an EDC knife. That is truly great. Alrighty, let's see in ounces. So less than 3, 2.98 ounces. I think that's light, guys. That's light. Especially it's not a very small knife. I would say it's a mid-sized knife. It's a good size for EDC. Very good size for EDC. I would say it's perfect. You don't need a bigger blade. I do EDC some bigger blades sometimes, but you don't actually need a bigger blade. There's not a lot of tasks that will require you to have a bigger blade than this one. Okay, so let's move on to the next category. You guys know I like to do this by category. Size comparison. Yeah, let's do that. So we've got, what? Let's do a PM2, because that's the usual suspect. The PM2 in Flytanium scales and Maximet. And let's do something popular. Let's do this. This is the Demco 8020.5 in full TI. This is the 3V edition. So as you can see, it is smaller than both of them. Definitely smaller than the PM2. More of the size of the Para 3. And I do not own a Para 3 anymore. I might buy one in the future, but I realized I wasn't carrying it. So, well, I sold it. Only keeping the PM2. And as you can see, way smaller than the Demco 8020.5. Let's see them closed. So, closed. It's closer to the Demco. It's not that big. Let's see how thick they are. Yeah, definitely slimmer. Definitely slimmer than the PM2. I do want to check the blade length because I feel like... So the cutting edge, if the Demco is a bigger knife, the cutting edge is quite similar, I'd say. Check it out. It's not that big of a difference in blade length and cutting edge. So yeah, that's for the size comparison with the Demco 8020.5 and the Spyderco PM2. Let's do materials and hardware. So we've got full TI scales. These are just plain TI scales. I know they have a lot of patterns on the Rosie. I just love a plain TI one. And to be frank, this was this was the only one I could find at a payable price, because as I said, these are very expensive in Europe. So I did find it for like 1,000 euros, which I know it's insanely expensive. But I love it, so I had to try it out. Lots of people, when I did my best American-made knives, said the Rosie, try the Rosie, try the Rosie, try the Rosie. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try the Rosie. So I had to buy one. Luckily, these are very easy to sell. So if I get bored of it, I'll sell it onwards. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, the materials, it's full TI with I think it's titanium. Let's do this. Where is it? Is this magnetic? Let's do this too. Okay, so yeah, everything is TI. Of course, the blade is not, but I was yeah. I'm not sure if the hardware is TI or stainless steel. I would say, is it written on the... No, it should be TI. So the screws should also be TI. And the blade is in Magna Cut. As I said, you can check it here. As you can see, Magna Cut. They do have this, this is number 732, and these are really nicely made, really nice, 732, and the Oz Machine Company logo. This is from Blade Show 2022, if I remember correctly, and it is really nice. So, as I said, materials and hardware, we've got a full TI construction and a Magna Cut blade. Let's see the hardware size. T8, are these T8? Let's see. So this is a T8 on the pivot and T8 on the scales. Well done, Oz Machine Company, well done. That's insanely nice. That's insanely nice. We do not like T6s on this channel at all. So full T8 construction on the pivot and on the scale screws. The pocket clip is non-reversible. This is non-reversible, and it is in order to remove it, you've got to disassemble the knife, right? As you can see here, we've got a screw, but it is screwless on this side, which is pretty cool. Let's see the pocket clip. I did carry this for a bit. The pocket clip is pretty good. It is deep carry. It is pretty deep carry, to be fair. It feels good in hand, and it feels like it's got good tension. I like it. I like it quite a lot. I would say it's above average pocket clip, not the best, not the worst, but it flows very nicely with the lines of the knife itself. Right, let's move to build quality. The build quality is, as you would expect for a knife this expensive, is flawless. There's no sharp edges anywhere. There is the hardware and the backspacer are polished, and I do like polished TI. I do like it quite a bit. It looks insanely nice, and it's very well built. There is no blade plate at all. Nope. No lock rock, no lock stick at all, and the action feels really good. Yeah, overall, really nice construction. The swedge here is also not sharp, so it's not like Umnumzan. It is not sharp. The jimping feels good in hand. The hole doesn't have any sharp edges either. It feels good, yeah. So build quality is on par with the price of the knife. Righty, the blade shape, it's gonna be what? What's this? Is this a drop point? Yeah, that's a drop point blade. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. You guys know I've got no idea on blade shapes, but it's a very utilitarian blade shape. I think you can work well with it. It's really nicely done. It's a very versatile blade because you can do different types of cuts with it without any issues. So I still think this needs a bit of a sharpening. It cuts, but it's not perfect. As I said, I bought it as a user and I used it a bit, so that's that. Righty. The steel is MagnaCut. As you guys know, MagnaCut is a very balanced steel. It's a good steel. I think most of my knives are, or the vast majority of my knives are in MagnaCut. I love this steel. I love it for its versatility and for the very balanced composition. Like it's not gonna excel in anything in particular, but it's gonna be very good in all the categories. So that means a lot to me, and it's not very hard to maintain, I would say, MagnaCut. Okay, let's move on to my favorite part of the video, which is gonna be the action. So the action is gonna be into two categories: the ease of deployment and ease of disengagement. We're gonna start with ease of deployment. Your main deployment method is the thumb hole, the finger hole. But I will show you that you can actually front flip this. I'll try. So as you can see, the flick, the Spidey flick, the reverse flick is insanely nice. I think this is one of the best flicks out of all the knives I've ever used. It is insanely snappy. That detent hits hard. The knife lockup is very good, and it feels great in hand. The feedback on it is very nice. And look at this, guys. So that's the one finger. Check it out. Two. Wait a second. Three. Let's do the pinky too. I think I managed to do it. And the pinky. Oh, and let's do the thumb. So you can literally flick this knife with all your 5 fingers, which is insane. Like, of course, I'm gonna do it like that with the middle finger. But guys, like, this feels so nice. And you can also, like, if you want to, you can slow roll it. I do not know why would anyone want to do that, but yeah. So ease of deployment is gonna be 11 out of 10. I never gave an 11 out of 10, but this is gonna be 11 out of 10 for that. Ease of deployment is insane. Very good. Yeah. So really snappy reverse action. I do have some other snappy ones. Like, for example, the Kunu Padre is really snappy, but it's a much heavier blade. It's really snappy, but it's and this is a new addition, and this one's truly snappy too. The McNeese Dixon, this one's also really snappy. Yeah. Anyway, of course, the Koenig Arias. Oh, I can't. The Koenig Arias is also really snappy. It's hard to actually flick stuff because I don't want to hit the knives and I don't want to hit the camera, and I do want to include it into the video so you guys can see the flick, right? Okay, so that's that for the ease of deployment. Ease of disengagement is gonna be a 10 out of 10. It's very easy. The access to the lock bar is very good, and it does have this small edge here, which is not sharp. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, where your finger doesn't slide, right? So it catches it catches the mate of your finger, so you can disengage it, and you just let it drop, and it's gonna drop, guys. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop on your finger, on your fingernail, and a few light shakes, and it is money. So 10 out of 10 for this engagement. The action on this knife, the detent on this knife, everything is so good. And guys, the way it feels in hand, like it's so light, but also feels robust. And I'm sure it slices big time if you sharpen it a bit. This one is slicey, but I still think it needs a bit of sharpening. But guys, really good knife. Really good. I love it. All right, the ergos also are insanely good. So I'm a lefty, and I do have pretty large hands. Not the largest, but pretty large hands. And I would say this fits me perfectly. You do not need a bigger blade. You can do whatever you want with this size of blade. Yeah, so as I said, really good. Ergos too. And that's about it for the action, the ergos. Let's move on to the part where I'm a bit controversial on this one. Price and value. This is not €1,000, guys. This is not. The knife is, as I said, it's really good, but it feels like a $500, maybe $600 knife. It doesn't feel like $1,000. It just doesn't. I don't know. It feels good, but at the end of the day, it's just a simple titanium frame lock. It's really good. It's very nicely made. The packaging is good. It's made in the US. But I think most of the price is caused by just by hype, you know. I think it's a good knife. Nevertheless, really good, but really expensive. So the value is there. It's made in the US. It's flawlessly made. The innovation on the detent and the action, I'm pretty sure the warranty is pretty good. The packaging is also really nice. But guys, this, I wouldn't say it's worth $1,000. That's just me. I bet it's a hot take, and some people think and want to buy it for $1,000. Yeah, of course. If you have the funds and if you want to, go for it. But for me, I think this is way too expensive for what the offer is in terms of materials, design, and whatever else. So the value is there, but not for this price. I would say this would be fairly priced at 600 tops, $600 tops. Like this, the Magnesium PM Mac 2 is there at around $600. But guys, this this is made a bit better. I know I'm a big Magnesium fan, but anyway, who's it for? This is for the premium collector. This is an EDC knife, so I wouldn't say this is a showcase piece. This is a knife that has to be put to work as an everyday carry, urban carry. Of course, you don't go to the woods with a 18 centimeter knife, yeah. But it's a really good one, and if you're aiming for an everyday carry knife, for a versatile knife, for something premium, and your whole EDC loadout is premium, go for a Rosie. You won't regret it, especially if you live in like places where you can wear shorts for most of the time, because this is a perfect knife for shorts. It's very lightweight. Righty. So yeah, go for it. Buy one. Of course, not at the price I paid for it. Buy a Rosie and use it and make it part of your EDC, because that's what it was made for. I wouldn't say this should be a safe queen in nobody's hands. This should be a knife that's getting used, and it's getting used often. So that's what I think. The final thoughts on this one. Well, as I said, incredible knife. I absolutely love the action, the detail, and the way it feels in hand. The ergos on this are so good. But I believe the prices have skyrocketed due to hype. I would say I would pay $600. I did pay more, right? So I did pay like double. I did pay with my own money. I did pay that, but if I would recommend this to anyone, I wouldn't say they should pay more than $600. That's the top price I would pay for this. Of course, there are many variables in the discussion. I know some people can justify $20,000 knives. I do have premium stuff, but for me, I would say it needs a bit more. It needs a bit more for them to be asking that high of a price for this. Alrighty, that was about it for the review of the Rosie. My bad. I'm still in love with the Magnese. Review is coming soon on that, on the Dixon. So stay tuned. Please subscribe if you enjoy the content. Drop a like down below and a comment. How about would you ever pay €1,000, $1,100 for a Rosie, for a plain Rosie, not a special edition Rosie? Let me know in the comment down below, in the comments down below, if you would. As I said, I had to try it out. I had to try it out for myself and for you guys. So thank you very, very much for being here. Check the links in the description if you want to support the channel, and if you want to buy some cool gear. These links are being added as we go, as I make more affiliate programs and I make more partners. We'll see where this goes. So once again, thank you very, very much for watching. I love each and every one of you. I hope you're having an amazing day. Laters.